Welcome back to SA Live. Well, we are introducing you to some scaly friends that need forever homes.
Brian Sandoval from Alamo City Reptile Rescue is here to tell us all about how you can help out. And I tell you one thing, this guy, you've been here for about, what, an hour and a half now?
Mm-hmm.
He has not moved a muscle.
No, not at all.
You look up just chill, and I wish I could just do that. Now,
he's living the life. These guys are usually a little bit more aggressive, but I've worked with them, just like most reptiles, you can actually work with them to make them somewhat puppy dog tame.
Okay.
And he knows that he's going to get attention, so he just lays there.
And what is he?
He's a Savannah monitor.
A Savannah monitor. And tell us a little bit about his story.
So this guy, his name is Max. I've had him since he was pretty much a baby. He has a pretty bad scar on his back here.
This little white spot right there.
Yes, that white spot right there. When he was younger, they had him in the wrong setup and with the wrong lighting. They had the lighting a little bit too close to him, so it actually burned through his scale.
The heat lamp.
Right.
Okay.
The heat lamp actually burned all the way down to his scale, to his meat. So he had a hole in his body. The hole was about this big. He was only about this big.
Oh, poor thing.
So he was mad at the world, but after a lot of work and a lot of care, he's just super sweet.
Super sweet. And that's kind of why he holds still. He just kind of knows he'll be.
Exactly.
Might get some.
Because if he acts up, he knows he gets put back in.
He gets put away.
Sit there and just
Exactly.
lay on the cushion and do nothing. So.
And when he's at home, he actually has a 6 foot wide enclosure, so he's a king at home as well.
Okay.
Wow,
Yes.
talk about spoiled.
Yes.
This next guy, and this is really sad. I mean, he's cute as can be, but kind of sad though.
Yeah.
And his story, this just kind of goes to show just how education can help folks, right?
Right. A lot of people think you can house multiple lizards together, but they don't know that some of them will actually fight to the death or just injure the other ones like this guy did. He was housed with another bearded dragon when he was younger, and the other one bit him right about his spine, just crushed his spine, stunted his growth. He's actually 2.5 years old. He should be about 4 times that size. Which, in stunning his growth, that actually also paralyzed him. So these 2 back legs just kind of kick around. This one he has a little bit of control over, and this one he has full control over. So he kind of drags himself around his enclosure. He has to be in a smaller tank than than normal. But he's actually a little troublemaker. He climbs on top of stuff. And he will roll over against the glass on his back and wait for me to get home and flip him back over.
Yes. He's got spirit.
Yes, he does.
And talking about the education, you do have education classes.
Yes.
You teach people about things like this.
Yes, we do go to schools. We go to different educational events throughout the year. We actually get to now work with PetSmart charities. So we get to do adoption events and education at the same time of different PetSmart stores throughout town.
And that, of course, helps avoid folks giving up a pet because they didn't expect to get so big. Or
these guys, they're super cheap when they're little. Sometimes you can find them super cheap, and you don't realize they get that size. You don't realize they eat bugs. Some people don't want to feed them bugs. You don't realize they eat live or frozen mice or rats.
And plus, you said this guy eats like a small dog.
Yes,
so
exactly.
He eats a lot.
Exactly. Yeah. It's not fun when it comes.
That's for a different show.
Yes.
And you also take a lot from military folks that get then deployed overseas and they can't take the reptiles with them.
Exactly. We actually have a 27-year-old red-tailed boa at home that the guy had him his whole life. He got deployed, within the States, but then he got deployed to Hawaii and couldn't take him with him. So now we have him.
Okay. Speaking of snakes.
Yes. So this little girl is a Honduran milk snake. Actually, the funny thing about these guys, they're related to king snakes. So these guys and king snakes in the wild will actually eat other snakes. So when we kind of do educational events, we have to keep her away from other snakes so they don't end up a snack.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
These guys will also eat venomous snakes in the wild, so they're kind of a good snake to have in the wild.
And some of these pets that people can adopt, right? And they can find all about that on your webpage.
Yes. So if you go to AlamoCityReptileRescue.com, we list everything we have up for adoption. We have a calendar of events where we're going to be at doing adoption events, our educational events, all that good stuff, which we actually have an event coming up, another one this weekend.
Okay.
At PetSmart.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much. Well, for more information on Alamo City Reptile Rescue, you know what to do. Head to our website and click on the As Seen on SA Live tab. Next on the show.